Hello, everyone. I come to you past my bedtime to put up another video. It's been a couple of days. I say past my bedtime because one of the most exciting, interesting things I've done this week, and I posted this on Facebook, is that I set an alarm recurring for 5 days out of the week at the same time. Well, Wednesday it's a little bit different, but uh, I don't really know what to do with myself. I've never done that before in my whole life. My life has always been a series of jobs and classes and things where my start time was pretty flexible. And in college you have different classes every day and different requirements for waking up to do homework before them. And of course, in summer you're doing all sorts of different things. And then when I was working in Singapore, I pretty much set my own schedule. So when I went into the office depended on whether I was free or not. And then since I've been at Accenture, your Monday schedule is getting on the plane, and then Tuesday through Thursday are kind of consistent, but still a little bit flexible. And then Friday you're either in the office or you're at home, and then there's just never any consistency. So um, I'm really interested to see how this is going to work out. The reason Wednesday is a bit different, and today is a Wednesday, is that I am going to be trying to go to the aerobics class that is offered in the gym in my building, which I think will be really fun and a nice midweek kind of change up. So I went this morning for the first time, and now I know how the one guy in the yoga class feels, because it was like 8 guys and one other girl and me, which was weird. And I was like, is aerobics a thing that only guys do here? And then I went to talk to the people in my office about it, and they were like, no, that's kind of weird. I don't know why they were there. So I think maybe why they were there is because the woman who was like leading it is like really attractive, and so they get to like just watch her like do aerobics for an hour. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a group of guys who just really like aerobics. But anywho, it's from 6:30 to like 7:15 in the morning, which is perfect time for me, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna try and keep doing that. And the other news today that I'm going to share with you before I go to bed is my first ever grocery shopping trip in Jakarta. So right after work, hopped in a cab, went to the Carrefour, which is like the French version of Walmart, at the Ambassador Mall, and walked in and went down like the travelators. That's what they have for like supermarkets in Asia, because they can't all be on one floor. So the travelator is like a escalator that you can put your shopping cart on. Went shopping, got a lot of stuff I needed, forgot a lot of stuff I needed, like butter. Still don't have butter, and they were out of tortilla chips and stuff, because I'm gonna have some people over on Saturday. So I was looking for some things. Canned black beans they didn't have, so I'm gonna have to go to the next level up of expensive Western food grocery store for that stuff. Um, but it was relatively successful, and I met a new friend, a Spanish girl who came up to me and said, "Do you speak English?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Spanish?" She got really excited, and I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And described to me, she said, I don't know what it's called in English. It's when you like fry something, you dip it in egg, and then you dip it in this, and then you fry it. And I was like, not flour, right? Breadcrumbs? And she was like, "Yeah, breadcrumbs." And then 10 minutes later, I ran into her again, um, weighing vegetables, and she had found it. And then she was, and we started talking, and I actually said, "Well, here's my business card. You should send me an email." And she definitely seemed interested. Then we ran into each other one more time because she couldn't figure out how to describe or say bouillon, so I helped her with that. And then she helped me find the black pepper, which I couldn't find. So altogether, it was a very good experience. The tricky part then was getting out with a whole grocery cart of stuff and winding my way 3 floors up and all the way across this crowded old school Asian mall to the taxi stand. But I did succeed eventually, obviously, because I'm here. And ultimately successful. I would show you my fridge, but to me it looks really stocked, but actually really just looks like fridge. It's got like grapes and pineapple and a beer and some vegetables and yogurt in it, so nothing too complicated. Of course, tons of instant noodles. They did have balsamic vinegar, which was incredibly exciting. So to close, probably the most exciting part of my trip for video purposes is that I ran into some very interesting flavors of snack, and I purchased a few just for the sake of, let's say, research. So first, I ran into Lay's. We've got some Lay's here, Rasa Ayam Panggang Paprika, or grilled chicken paprika flavor. So there's that. That's going to be interesting to try. Maybe my next video I'll do this live. Probably not. It's not going to be fun for you because you can't taste it. The other interesting Lay's flavor, Rasa Rumput Laut Nori Seaweed flavor. So we'll try this too. They also have seaweed flavored Pringles. So I'll try this, and if I like it, maybe I'll try the Pringles version. And then these, that I've kind of seen, heard of, but this was really interesting to me. So we've got Cheetos chicken grill flavor. Chicken grill Cheetos. I have no idea what that's going to taste like. Very interesting. Also, notice how small these bags are. I'm holding it up to my hand for reference, or maybe like the side of my face is easier to get the reference size. Not very big. I think it says 18 grams. That doesn't mean anything to you. And then the other really interesting flavor, roasted corn Cheetos. Roasted corn Cheetos. Let's see what this is going to taste like. And the last thing that I thought was really fascinating, so then we also have, of course, what I would call a traditional, or Cheetos American cheese flavor. American cheese flavor, which I'm very interested to see if it's going to be the same. But here's the fascinating part. The American cheese flavor one is like twice as big as the other ones. And it wasn't just like, this isn't just like I got the bigger size. It was just like these ones were only available small, and the American cheese one was only available big. And I was like, does that mean something? Do people just like the American cheese one more? Or is it like, oh, haha, it's American, so we're going to make it bigger size? I don't know. Anywho, trying those will be a fun experiment, and if any are particularly good, I will let you know, and I'll see about trying to get you some if you want any. So that's it for now. Sorry, this was a really long video. Gonna head to bed because one thing I did because of my consistent wake-up schedule is I tried to set myself a consistent bedtime schedule, figuring, okay, that makes sense. I'm waking up at blah time every morning. I should go to bed by latest at blah time every night. Yeah, that hasn't been happening for the last 2 days that I've been doing this, so I'm already a half hour behind. Yesterday I was a whole hour behind, so I'm going to go to bed now, and I will keep you posted on my shopping and my sleeping, and hopefully more interesting things later, like my weekend plans and my language progress. So thanks a lot. Bye.